Hello there, and welcome back to Touchline Talk, where we talk everything sports, Premier League, and football. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I introducing? Yeah, why am I hosting today? Well, we're running the show. Yeah, we've got Addison to my left. On the other side, we've got the host, Ruben. But he ain't no host today. Yeah, it's all me. Yeah, so what it's going to be today is best of enemies. Yeah, we're going to be speaking about United. Yeah, United's problem, why they have been so awful this season. Yeah, and essentially, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So,
Why did I agree to this video?
listen, I'm excited for this one. First question, we're going to go back to when Amarin signed for the club. Now, you probably had high hopes for this man to come into the club and see what he needed to do. So, what was your thoughts on Amarin as he put pen to paper on that deal at United?
Um, I was excited. You always get that kind of excitement when you first get a new manager. I also realised it's not going to be easy. He come in half a season, the style of play that he likes to play doesn't really. We can't accommodate that. As of now with the players that we have. So I always knew it was going to be a process. And yeah, this is just an unfortunate part of it, but I do believe it will get better. Yeah.
Now, look, when you think of Amarin before he came to United, I never knew who he was. Yeah, did you know who he was?
Actually, I did.
You did,
But
man.
I
That's
knew
not
him
why.
because he got rejected by West Ham and Liverpool. Not because.
For me, look, as the season's gone on for you lots now, I believe he's made you worse. Now, this is where it's going to get a bit crazy now because you somewhat disagree.
I
You
do
believe Amarin doesn't have his players. Yeah, Amarin doesn't have his players. Now, I want you to elaborate on your point of Amarin doesn't have his players because I'm pretty sure Glasner never has his players. I'm pretty sure most of these managers that have won trophies don't have their
No,
players.
but
So
wait.
I just want to say, quickly, if you got something to say, you can say. Quickly elaborate on why
Alright,
you
cool.
believe.
So you said you mentioned Glasner, right? Is this Glasner's first season?
This is Glasner's first season.
Is this
no,
first-
but you don't, wait. Let him.
Is it-
Glasner came in at the same time Amram came in last season. He didn't do a full season. So what you're gonna say is not gonna make no sense. Because when he
Bro,
when
he
he came
didn't-
last season, right? Palace were good. They weren't that good.
Also,
form. At least
yeah.
they were scoring.
Also, yeah. Can we
So
look
this
at
is
the-
his second season.
Yeah.
But can we look at the squads as well? Yeah, like on paper, yeah. Do you believe you got a better squad than Palace?
Don't even lie.
Don't even lie.
Don't even lie.
Yeah, I do.
In that,
But it's a thing where it's like we're in the Premier League, right? The hardest league in the world, and it's like if no matter how good your squad is, we've seen it with City. No matter how good your squad is, if you're not playing as a team, if you're not playing well as a team, you will lose games. It's a fact. No matter how good the team is, we saw City, world class players from top to bottom. They went on a streak where they didn't win for like 11 games.
yeah, but City went on their worst run in their history and still came top
Why
four.
did they finish third then?
My thing is, look, listen, your squad on paper is better than majority of the clubs that finish above you. Like, you're looking at teams like West Ham and all of that. Like, you got a better squad on paper. So, to say City, everyone drops off, cool. But your drop-off is unexplainable, unpickable, yeah? You've lost almost 20 games this season, yeah? And I'm saying it's due to Amarin. I don't really believe it's your players because Amarin's come in and significantly done worse than what Ten Hag done. So for you to say that you don't believe it's Amarin,
I think there's two type of managers that could have helped in this situation and also go forward. There's a manager where we were in a position half a season where we just sacked Ten Hag and we're looking for someone to rescue that season and save us some points to then be able to build next season. There's that one type of manager, and then there's a type of manager that has the plan long term, that has the structure long term, but just doesn't have it now. So it's always going to be a process for those type of managers. If we had got one of those type of managers where you look at them and you say, yeah, they can solve our problems for the rest of the season, maybe get us top 6, top 7. But then what's the plan after that? After that season, what is the plan? What is the structure? What's the move? How do we want to play the future? That's the type of
I fully hear you. And you know that I've been saying to you for time, yeah? When you bring in a manager mid-season, he's got to improve on what the manager's already done for when he started this season. My thing with Amarin, you're looking at a project manager who's going to change things in the long term. You don't bring a man in to fix that and focus on long-term goals when you're already struggling. When you bring someone in mid-season, like you think of of course you're never gonna get these people. You think of like the likes of Sam Allardyce, Steve Bruce, David Moyes, the guys that when you come in mid-season, you're just there short term to salvage things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really appoint a manager for a long-term product mid-season. If anything, you wait till after the season, yeah, and you grab those short-term managers.
But that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. That can't be Amram's fault. I'm not to be honest.
No, let's stop.
That can't be Amram's fault. That's the club. I'll put my hand. That is the club. Why would you? It's a tough situation because we couldn't have seen out the rest of the season with Ten Hag. It would have been even worse in my opinion.
But genuinely, I don't even think it's just about the long-term product. I just think he's a bad manager because with that squad you lot have got, yeah, like as much as I slate you lot all the time, yeah, like you genuinely on paper don't have the worst squad. You shouldn't be where you are with that squad. So my thing is, yeah, Amarin's tactics and his plans are clearly not working, yeah, and this obviously relates to how can you disagree though?
It's a thing
Why
where,
didn't you beat Malaysia and Asian All-Stars if your tactics were working? And don't tell me nothing about he didn't have his players.
bro, come on man,
Those
look
players,
at the
they have-
squad.
no,
Look
no,
at the
no.
squad that you
No,
put.
no, no. What do you mean?
It's
look
not
at the
always.
squad,
It's
bro?
not like it's literally a pre-season. I'm not pre-season. It's the end of the season
You're
game.
making excuses. You saw that squad, innit? Bruno
That's
played,
not an
Garnacho
excuse.
played,
It's hard,
Kante
bro.
played. Come
You
on.
play right, on roughly you played about 7 or 8 of your main starters, including the guys that came off the bench in that game. You
You
played
don't
a
know
charity
that,
team.
No, I
Huh?
didn't.
Yeah, you started. No.
You don't even know. Come on, man.
Bro, I don't know what's that game, but it's like,
He's not even trying
What
to
does
be
that
funny.
even-
You can't even lose that. Like,
what does that even mean though? Like, if we had won, what does that mean? What does that?
It just
No,
shows
but
that.
it
We,
just
we
sums
beat
up the
Hong
season,
Kong,
innit?
so what should I say now? Does that mean
let me tell you
anything?
something. No, let me tell you something. Premier League tactics, right? Managers, they're supposed to be superior to these managers in Asia because let's be real, like it's not a top.
Him losing doesn't mean he's not superior to them.
Well, he's not because he lost. How could he?
Yeah,
not?
because like,
How
he's
can he be
just
superior if he lost?
because it's like
Any other team in the Prem beats that team 5-0. I watched them play, right? I don't think they knew each other's names, right? They didn't know where they was playing. Like
charity
the
team.
fact that you lost to that team.
No,
it tells you
genuinely,
everything
yeah.
about
Like,
that
cool, it's a tour, yeah, but like, for pride, you shouldn't be losing that game. Like, it's an embarrassment.
It really
And
doesn't
the people
matter,
that
like-
you lot were
It
playing.
don't matter
if we had this is the thing. This is
So what-
But this is the
You
thing.
think
If we had
people go-
won and we did win, the trap Kofi, everyone's like, oh, you look at you, you're celebrating this random Asian Cup.
We did yesterday.
But when we exactly, and then you
And
said
you
this.
done an open box
This is
for
what I'm
finishing.
saying. This is the narrative. Like you cannot win as a United fan right now because if we lose, we're shit, obviously.
No.
And then when we win, we're celebrating this rubbish cup. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? There's no.
Nobody cares about the cup. The fact you lost to a team that they were playing together for the first time, when you keep saying your manager doesn't have his players, this and that, they have to gel together, this and that. So why did that team that's played together once beat you?
They've obviously not played together once.
They have all stars, bro. It's an all stars team. They brought together the players who play good in their leagues, like
So
all
it's-
Asia, and they come together and they play. So
So
why
do
did you lose that
you
game?
believe?
It's just-
Do you believe Amarin's a good manager?
What I think is that off half a season, we can have doubts, but you cannot judge him to say he's good or bad manager.
No, you can.
After what
can,
we've seen, he's
After
not.
getting 9 points in 3 months, you can call him bad. That's
What we've
relegation.
seen at Sporting is a good manager, and that's a fact. But what I'm
Different
saying,
league though, innit?
different league, true. But now we have seen a drop. But it's like you cannot judge him purely off this because what if next season he gets top 6?
That's not happening. When
Hey,
you look at
hey,
the team,
please, let's not do
you
that.
guys are not so. You got. Look,
No,
I'm
come on,
saying-
let's not do
everyone's
that.
leaving you in
Do you,
this.
you genuinely believe you're going to get top 6?
What I'm saying is, if he was to do that, well, you can't turn around now and say he's a good manager because you just said he's a bad manager.
What do you mean? So if I call him bad now, I can never say he's good.
Yeah, because you've judged him of half a season, so now
Yeah, 'cause
now
from
you've
what
seen
I've
the
seen,
full
though,
thing.
from what I've seen,
You
he's a bad
can't
manager.
judge him as a
With the
half
squad
of
you
half a
have and the
season.
club you are, you can judge that 9 points, in how many games? How many games since he joined? 9 points,
No,
bro.
25 games, 6 wins,
Yeah, 6 wins.
about 15
You've lost
losses,
almost 20
and then
games
draws.
this season. This goes on to my next question. Do you believe if Ten Hag stayed to the end of the season, he would have done a better job than him?
100%.
How can you say that?
He was 5 points off the top 4. He was not gonna do that. He wasn't.
How can you
It
say
was
that?
because I saw the way we was playing and I saw the way that we lost to certain teams. I remember that we lost to Brentford, and that
Last season.
So you think Amarin's
Yeah.
come in and is done better?
I don't think that it's not what you guys are doing is looking at results purely, and I understand that because that's at the end of the day.
Your players don't have a clue what they're doing on the pitch at times, and I can tell.
But then what does that have to do with Amram then? How is that Amram's fault?
As a
He's
man- listen. Okay,
if
go
he doesn't know if the players don't know what they're doing in that system, it's their fault.
Yeah, but
They are clearly not the right players if they don't know what they're doing.
No. We let Kobe Mainoo. Is he not the right player?
He's a right player, but as I said, he's been injured like 4
No,
times
okay,
this
okay,
season, in and out of the squad.
Listen. As a manager, you come in, right? If something's not working, you're supposed to change it, yes or no? Why hasn't he changed it?
Because it's a thing where maybe he's also trying to send a message.
No,
I don't
I'm asking
know.
you a question.
Why isn't?
Don't ask me a question with a question. Why is he not changing it when it's not working?
Because it's a thing where.
No, listen. Answer the question.
Let me
Don't
finish
go
what I'm
around it,
saying.
don't go around it.
What I'm saying is, you said why is he not changing it when it's not working? We've seen he has changed it. He has changed.
What's he changed?
He hasn't changed his philosophy, but there's been adjustments in the squad. You've seen that playing main playing main at the 10. I believe he got a goal and assist to get in the Europa League. In the Europa League, I don't know exactly.
Okay, but how's that work?
And then it gets Leon as well. Last minute, come on, like these things.
What does he do?
What I'm saying is there are glimpses of this working.
No, it's not.
They are though.
He put another midfielder on against a team that had 10 man. That midfielder has gone into the box and scored. Surprise! Anybody could do that. Come on. If that's how low you rate him, then fair play. But
That's not. But it's just like they are. When you watch United, most of it, you might not get the result, but you're seeing a slight improvement. And where we are though. Not results. We literally are though.
Ruben. At the end of the day, results are the only thing that matters.
Of course, but like we're at the bit. Like this is.
It's a results business game.
It is, but like, you can't just expect to, just flip the switch like that. It takes time.
Yeah, we don't want you to flip the switch, but we don't.
It takes time.
50th in the league, losing to Tottenham in the final, losing to Asian All Stars, right?
You got to trust the process, innit?
Also, did the Wolves manager have his players? He was in the relegation zone when he came in, and he finished above you,
And he's yeah, and he survived. So now I'm asking you, that's the type of the manager. Hold on. You said he was in the relegation zone and now he's survived. So what do you think his plan is going on for next season? That's the type of manager I'm talking about. The manager that has saved them for relegation, but we don't know. I don't know if he's got a plan. What I'm saying. No, bro. This is a stupid question, man. What do you mean? What do you mean that doesn't have his players?
You don't know what to say.
No, I know what to say. Listen, that's such a silly question because all he's done is save them for relegation. Cool, that's fine.
No, he hasn't.
Now it's.
He's got them performing very well.
Now, what he's doing is he has to build from now to next season. So we'll see what he does then. But it's one of those managers, I believe, where you bring in to save your season, and that's what he's done.
Hold on a minute, yeah, because this is going to bring me on to my next question. Yeah, it's that you've always tried to not answer. Every time I ask you, you don't want to answer. Yeah.
Let me say one more thing. Right?
Go on.
Does David Moyes have his players?
Bro,
I'm
Does he?
that's what I'm saying.
Does he have his players?
You was literally just mentioning the type of managers that you bring in to save half a season or a season. You literally mentioned David Moyes.
Moyes is not that manager though. He's been a West Ham manager for so long. He's been the Man United manager. He's barely been a manager at other clubs.
And how is he at
Let's
Man
not act
United,
like
bro?
he's a Sean
Alright, let me go on to my next 3 questions then. Paul, you believe Amrin's still a good manager? Yeah. From what you've seen since he signed for United, name me 3 things why you believe he's a good manager from what you've seen since he's come to United.
Okay. So I think I like the fact that he may seem stubborn, but I like the fact that he's sticking to his philosophy. It means that he's got a belief in how he wants to play. It means he's got a belief in how he wants to play, and he's giving a clear message to the board that in this system he's going to need different players. These are not the players.
So why can't he adapt then? If you can see a system's not working, cool. You not saying he doesn't have to scrap it. Yeah, you can work on that for next season. Cool. But if you see during the season you're struggling, why are you going to still play the same system? Why do you not adapt?
Well, let me ask you a question. Right? I understand what you're saying, right? With like his system and players might not be right. I'm not going to judge you for losing to like Arsenal, City. The teams you're losing to, you should be beating them. Why are you not beating them? Answer the question. I saw because
the players just they're just not consistent.
Right, cool. So
it's just a fact, bro. They're the ones on the pitch.
What players do you believe that you need to get gone? Yeah, and it's a reason why you guys have underperformed, severely underperformed, by the way.
In that final against Tottenham, you had your best 11 out, man. Apart from the Knicks.
No, but I want to hear this. What players do you believe shouldn't be at the level you are, the club that you are, essentially?
I think what you should do.
Answer the question because you're gonna
name me. Say the players, and I'll just say start. Keep.
No.
Wait, should I get the squad up on the match?
Keep.
I'll get it real quick. I'll get it. But start off with a no. Yeah, just one reason, one answer, and then explain it.
I'll say keep, purely to be realistic. You can't just ship him off now.
Bloody hell.
Like,
I'll try my hardest, man. Even if it means he plays for the 21, he needs to go. Like, the goals that he lets in.
I know. I feel like he can improve, but like,
You feel that
we'll
with everyone,
see.
though, don't you?
No, you do. You say that with everyone.
You,
Though.
you actually do. You actually say that with everyone.
well, okay. I'll just say it to be realistic. I'll say keep, because realistically, we're not gonna be able to ship off everybody.
So
So
what are we doing? Keep or sell, or just keep bench sell? No, just
keep or sell. Keep or
Keep
sell.
or sell. Cool. We got Bayende,
Keep.
Heaton.
So he's just taking up wages at the club.
He
Isn't
signed a
it?
new
He's a
contract.
coach. He's a coach.
Lindelof,
So
Mazarawi.
keep. He's a versatile player.
He cannot play
He's a
right
pro.
wing back, though.
Yeah, no,
he's
probably
fine.
like
In that final, he looked
right
fine.
centre back. But yeah, versatile player, quite consistent to be fair on his day as well. So
Delict,
keep,
Maguire,
keep,
Martinez.
keep,
The guy that's not better than Kivy or Euro.
keep.
Delot.
So
So
yeah, he's his decision making is horrendous. He's just too slow on the ball. He takes like, I remember when I was watching the final, right, and he had it in a very good crossing position.
Who did?
He stood over the ball. He stood over the ball,
Yeah.
and was just staring in the box for like a good 30 seconds.
He's
And
confused
there was
with
one.
tactics.
That's not. No, he's not.
doesn't know what
Yeah.
to
Okay.
do.
Thank
He doesn't know
you.
what to do.
Thank you. If he doesn't know what to do, he's not good enough, bro. How can he be good enough if he don't know what to do? Okay, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying anyway. Let me finish what I'm saying. He's not good enough. His decision making is too slow. No matter what, even if you don't understand what you're doing, there's 1 minute left in the final. You got to put that ball in the box. You can't just stand over it. You got to put it in the box.
Let me tell you why he did
There's
that.
1 minute left.
Let me tell you why I did
But,
that. As a
yeah.
footballer,
So wait,
right?
you're saying that
Let
you're
me-
selling
let me
him
say
off
this.
that one?
No. I'm saying that's like the man that just
let me
made
tell
me
you
so
why.
angry the most.
Let me tell you why he did not do it. As a footballer, right, you can do things over and over, but when it's not working, you begin to think, why do I keep doing this? If it's not working, all you lot were
It
doing.
was working
No, it
because
wasn't.
yes, it was. We
Did he
forced.
score?
Remember that?
Did he
No,
score?
remember that
So it didn't
Vicario
work,
save.
Yeah.
We was getting chances. We were forcing
But
saves.
listen, all
So
you-
it was working.
No,
We
it
just
wasn't.
needed
Listen.
to go in the back of the
Getting
net.
a shot on target doesn't mean it worked. Yeah, you lot were just giving the ball to Tottenham's goalkeeper and he was time wasted. If you played differently, because I don't like Garnacho, but every time he got that ball and ran at Pedro Pro in that game, right, in them sort of games, right, players are under pressure, right. As a manager, you have to see this.
I think he should have started. Yeah,
You need to have your wingers run at the guy. He would have given away a pen. He would have done something.
I think he would have
Your
should have
manager has
started.
no brain. He doesn't have any tactics. He just
That's
puts
just
Maguire
not true.
striker when it's not working, and that's a fact, right? That's something Sean Dyche does, and you don't call him a good manager, do you?
It's not. It's about look at the strikers that we have in that type of situation where we need to put the ball in the box and get someone's head on it. Maguire is probably the best that we have,
But,
and that's due to his Arsenal. That's not because
huh?
his like the players that he has available. That's not because of his tactics. That's just who he has available. If he had a striker that could get on the end of those balls, he wouldn't need to put Maguire up top. That's a fact.
Listen, I'm not talking about Adam here. I'm talking about you. You're the guy who tells me that Hoyland has potential. No?
I said that like
A
what?
striker who's got potential. If you think he's got potential, he can header a ball. Right? Why is he not trusted to header a ball?
Because he hasn't done it. If he's done it like
I'm only asking you one thing.
he's
Right?
got 3 goals between.
Your manager, right? Ange Postecoglou. What he done, right? He put Richarlison on that pitch, right, to rattle your players, right? He wanted to send you guys to the middle, yeah. Why did your manager decide he's gonna play Bruno Fernandes, yeah?
6.
Who played next to him, Casemiro?
Mm.
When you could play Bailey and play Bruno. And then why didn't he change it when it wasn't working for the whole game? And then why did he
You
put?
can't adapt, though.
Well, why did he play Ahmad right turn and he stayed right wing back for the whole game? Meaning he had no right turn for the whole game, and it was a dough game with Charleston versus Ahmad for the whole game, and that's why he done nothing. He lost the ball every time he got it, basically.
Just hold that point because that's going to be on my next topic after the keep or sell. I can't wait to get to that bit. So cool. We're going to carry on now. You believe you're selling the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah? Luke Shaw,
So
Aiden Heaven,
keep.
Johnny Evans. I mean, he's gone anyways.
So
Okay.
Moving on to midfield, you're probably going to keep Amas and all that.
keep Amas. Yeah.
And then
Ahmad.
Fredrickson.
Yeah. Keep.
Cool. Moving on to your midfield now. Mason Mount.
Now remember your TikTok from 2 weeks
Keep.
ago?
Keep.
Yeah.
Keep. Keep.
Don't think about it.
Keep.
The guy that is probably going to be out the door, most likely, Bruno Fernandes.
Keep. He's not going to be out the door.
He will be.
It's
though.
not.
Look
It's
at
not
what
going
they're
through.
offering.
It's not going
So
through.
you're thinking even though it's Saudi.
We'll see the next 2 days. He's not. He's not
I don't
going
think he
there.
wants to improve, because he doesn't understand. I know why you want to keep him because he's a good player, but you need to see, right? You've got no money, right? You have to take this.
I said,
you have
think
to. You have
about
to do this to him.
Even Mark Goldbridge said, yeah, like he would sell Bruno if it means that he could use that money to rebuild around your whole squad. Sometimes it's a sacrifice you guys got to make in life.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's true. You're
you
completely
have to
right.
take
You're
a step
completely
back
right.
to move forward. Sometimes you have to do these things.
He did say as well he would be willing to do that if it meant for the betterment of the club. You know,
But I remember saying
Do you believe it would be for the betterment of the club, though?
if Bruno left,
Yeah.
it depends how we'd use the money. I can't.
I mean, look, they don't even use
I don't
that
think they
money.
would see.
In a way-
I don't
in
think
a
they'd
way-
see the money because of how much debt they're in. Like, it would just be to clear the debt.
It's still a minus in it, in the bank account.
Yeah. Go on.
Cool. Moving on, Dorgu,
Keep.
Ericsson.
So
He's gone. Ahmad,
keep. Why are you laughing like I was gonna say so? This guy lost his mind.
Garnacho.
So
Why do you believe you should sell?
because he's just not good enough, man.
Do you
He
believe
was
what
saying
Am-
that 2 weeks ago.
Do you believe?
I was.
Do you
Yeah, I
believe-
was. I literally said.
Do you believe what Amarin said was appropriate? You're basically drawing him out and saying you can cut. Like, do you believe that was the right move?
Do you know that he actually said that? Though?
Yeah,
I mean, look,
he actually did.
he
Who told you that?
Insiders confirmed that he said that.
Allow it,
Insiders-
man.
no, listen. Insiders confirmed when he done the post-match press conference, he started laughing when Garnacho's name was mentioned, bro.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean?
He knows.
What does that mean?
What does that
What does that
mean?
mean? Arteta has.
What does that mean? Hold on.
Okay,
listen,
no,
let me
wait.
speak.
Arteta has done it to who? Go on.
I know it's you. I wasn't even gonna say that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna-
What I was gonna say is Arteta has also shown he's not the best at interviews. You know, he's lost sometimes, and he even ran out of one. Like interviews, you can't read.
Wait.
You can't read too much
He's
on
never laughed
interviews.
when they've mentioned a player that
that's what I'm gonna
he
say.
wants out or is not playing well. The guy
He's never
laughed.
said that he
Let me-
wants out.
let me
He
say-
said he'll see. He said he doesn't know why he didn't start. He'll enjoy his summer and we'll see for the next
Yeah,
season.
that's
That's
not
what he said.
He
That's
said-
that's
yeah.
word for
He
word
said- no, he
what
said-
Garnacho said.
No, he said something about playing well the other game and then only getting 20 minutes. He never
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that.
And then he said, "We'll see. I'll enjoy my summer and we'll see it next season."
Let me
That's
say
just what he said.
something, right, about your manager. Imagine you just lost the final, right? Your manager says Garnacho was the one who missed the chance in the semi-final. You're already down. So do you not expect him to just clap back like he did? And then for your manager to then abuse his power and tell him the best way somebody buys you.
Yeah, but you don't know he said that. That's not a fact. You can't talk on that because it's not a
It's
fact.
a fact.
It's not. You don't know that for a
When
fact.
Fabrizio talks to you, listen. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
No,
Anyway.
don't even lie. You know it is true. Anyways,
believe it.
moving on now. Casemiro,
So
Agate,
keep.
Barcelona's
Mainu.
better.
Manu keep.
So why do you keep a player that just doesn't fit in your team anymore?
You don't.
Where do you want him
You
to
lot have killed him as a
You want him
player.
to be there so it's
Wow.
satisfies you. No, but I have to admit, that's what happened with Smith Rowe to us as well. It just never worked anymore.
You killed him as a player, you know.
No.
Like, genuinely.
How could you say
You
that?
have killed
He's
him
been
as a
injured.
player.
He's all bulked up now.
Yeah,
bro. He
bro.
can't even breathe
He's been
anymore.
injured 4 times, bro. 4 times. In and out of the squad. How can you judge him off that, man? That's poor, bro. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
He's been injured. It happens.
4 times, bro.
Yeah,
This
but
is football, that.
You're the sake of his downfall. He clearly
Does
can't
injuries
fit in.
make it? Does injuries make it? So you're just not the same player anymore.
Literally.
It's
He
we'll
cle-
see.
he
Oh, come on,
clearly-
man. Come
he
on.
clearly
It's happened.
can't fit in this
But
system.
I don't think that's what's gonna
He
happen.
clearly can't fit in this system. Most of you guys don't even know where he plays. You don't know if he's a 10. You don't know if he's an 8.
He's
You
an
don't
8.
know if he's a
We
6.
know he's a.
So
We
why
know
do
he's an 8.
So why do most Man United fans or some Man United fans say that he's a 10?
I can't speak for most Man United fans. I can speak for
Exactly, so,
myself.
like, why is it
I
so
can. What, that's
chop
a
and
silly
change?
question. How can I speak for other Man United fans?
No, I'm not saying you have to, but what I'm saying is, yeah, like, as a fan base, you lot are so half and half. You don't even know
Wait,
what
so you don't think he's a 10?
Nah, I think,
But when
I
he-
think
wait,
I
hold
think
on,
a manager does, you know.
Hold on a minute.
he
because
played him 10.
When
man.
he was playing 8 and he was struggling, people was like, "Oh, he's not an 8. He's a 10. He's a creative man.
No, he said play him 10.
he
We said
can't play in a team that's
we said
behind
we
the ball."
said play him 10 and see what he can do, and
No
he
one
played.
said that.
He did.
Every United outlet I've been hearing and seeing is Ahmad's a 10 because that's where he gets his better traits up. Yeah. So the fact that listen, moral of the story is, yeah, I believe you guys should let him go if he wants to develop in his career because you guys have mashed him as a player. Really
just
and
not
truly,
true.
yeah.
It's sad because
It's just not true.
He's not going to make it to the. What's next year World Cup?
Yeah.
He's not going to make it. You know, Adam Morton.
Bruv, he's not even going to make it into the quarterfinals.
Adam Morton, Rice, them man are taking his spot, man. It's sad
Cool.
what's happening.
Moving on now. Toby Collier.
Keep.
Really and truly, you should sell all 3 of these lot. Hoyland.
So,
Xerxes.
keep.
I don't mention the last guy.
I don't know if I want.
Cheeto, keep.
Yeah, man.
Keep, man.
On to the next one.
So yeah, on to my
Brace
next
the
point.
other day as well.
On to my
Brace.
next point now. Obviously,
Come on.
earlier
Oh, yeah.
you lot will talk about the European final. Yeah, cool. We all know you lost because you're terrible. Yeah, we all know that anyways. Yeah. Now, first of all, I want to ask where were your star players? Where was Ahmad? Where was Bruno?
No, but it's not Southampton.
Like-
You've got to remember, you can't play in these games.
So I'm saying, where were these players? They value Bruno at 100 mil, yeah? How can you be valued at 100 mil when you perform like that against a Tottenham side that's
How much is Odegaard
a
worth?
terrible
Like
game?
60 mil.
Like 60 mil probably. You believe he's 100 mil in it, Bruno? But listen, that's not even what I'm trying to make.
Okay, but
Why was he so poor in Ahmed? Why were they so poor? Where were they? Because I'm not even too sure if they were
You
playing.
can say that Odegaard is not worth it, but at least he never hid.
No, but
At
we're
least
not-
he was trying
Huh?
No, but
He
forget
never hid.
Bruno hid. He would get.
Stop it, man.
Wait.
Stop it.
No, listen,
Stop
listen,
it.
listen,
Get on the
Stop
ball.
it.
Listen,
Stop it.
listen,
Stop
we're
it.
not- We're not mentioning
Stop
Odegaard
it.
right now. Yeah?
Odegaard hid.
Cool,
Stop
We're
it.
not
Stop
mentioning
it.
Go to
Odegaard
the
right
touch
now.
map and see after that.
Stop it.
We're not mentioning Odegaard right now. I just want to know where were your star players at? Where were the players that you believe was on the same level as Saka or close to? Where do you believe
I've
where
never
was
said
this
that.
Bruno guy? That's
Never
better
said
than
that in my
Odegaard,
life.
And that's 100 mil. Where were these guys? Because how can you hide in a game against Tottenham?
Bruno wasn't hiding. He was playing 6.
So is that your excuse for him playing?
Why was he playing 2 6s?
That was the issue. I think we were playing 2 6s.
So you
And-
believe that was? So you believe that's
He
an
wasn't playing
excuse?
6.
He was.
How
just-
can he be
He
playing?
just doesn't
six?
know where he is.
He
on
was
the
playing
pitch.
deep. He was.
Even Paul Scholes said this yesterday. Bruno, like, where does he actually play on the pitch? Because sometimes you see him.
Guys just free roll.
No. Most of the time,
confuses
you see him right 10. Against Tottenham, we saw him in an 8, but he was deep. That's
said
why I
he's
said
6.
6. Yeah, but that's as you let me speak, mate.
No,
I just said he's next to Casemiro.
Yeah.
He's an 8. He is an 8, but he's playing deep in the 6th row.
But as
That's
a-
why I've just said
From when
6.
you're saying that to me as a fan, I can already tell you don't understand what your manager's doing.
I understand what he's doing. I must admit that game against Tottenham, it wasn't. I don't think it was the best tactical decision.
All right, cool. So
Like, he
one
could've
person
made.
at work, you saying he's playing out of position. Ahmad, where was he? I'm pretty
Ahmad-
sure he lost the ball every single time he got
Well,
it.
that's
Yeah?
just not true.
It is true.
They're-
We
they're-
watched the
they're-
game.
they had him on straight
We
away.
watched the game. He beat his man probably once, and there was nothing that came
Yeah,
from
but
it.
this is the thing with that guy, right? He beats his man and dribbles off the pitch most of the time. You know that?
Oh my days!
How
Remember the
much
time he
I saw him
dribbled off the
do- yeah.
pitch?
How much
Oh
time I
my
saw him do it in the
days.
final? It's crazy. And it's
He
not
didn't
even-
dribble off the
it's
pitch
not
in the
even-
final.
Yes, he did. I promise you,
He
I can
actually
find the
did.
clip. I can find the
Oh,
clip.
Like,
after
I'm saying to
I'm
you,
gonna
like,
put
it's
I'm
not-
gonna put it in the
not-
video if it's actually there.
Yeah, I
It's not
promise you.
usual of him, obviously, but you keep saying that he beat his man. Odogi was happy for him to do that because he wasn't doing anything after that. Let's be
It's
honest.
not. It's just he put it across. There was one we put across goal. All we needed was a decent striker to put down the back of the net, slide, or even just make an attempt to get to that and put. That's a goal already. Other than that, he was pretty isolated, as you said. There wasn't really a right 10, so it was kind of a 3v1 situation for him. But it was a poor game. It was a poor performance. Tactically, it was poor. You know, the players are poor. It was a poor final. It was a poor game.
I'm gonna keep saying
So,
this. Yeah, Winery's better than Ahmed. I'm gonna forever say this. Yeah. But moving on to my last point now. Cool. You've had a terrible season with a terrible squad, terrible manager, terrible owners, terrible staff, terrible chefs, terrible stadium. You already know how it's set. But
Zero hygiene rating.
moving on now.
You've never been to Old Trafford, so
You
you
know,
can't tell me about that.
all teams are we're already looking into the new season now.
Mm.
Yeah, with how poor you guys have been this season, give me your honest thoughts on where you want to finish next season, where you believe you will finish next season, and what you need to do in the summer to be where you believe you should be. So starting off with the first question, where in your head do you believe you will finish next season?
Top 8.
Cool. Now, second question, where do you believe that you will actually finish?
Top 8.
No, like based on, without
What you
bias
said before
aside.
is a wish, right? Like, what do you actually think?
Yeah, what do you actually think? Do you actually think you're gonna come top 8, or is that you?
No,
being
I actually think we're
optimistic?
going to come top
So
8.
that's both.
I think I can name 8 teams that are going to finish.
Genuinely, like
That's still top
You
8.
can't go.
No, like 8 teams.
Oh, okay.
But this is what's gonna make if his answer's valid or not. Yeah. What do you believe in the summer you need to improve?
I think we need to be ruthless in the summer.
Yeah, but what
In
does
terms
that
of-
mean? Like,
When I mean ruthless, I mean we can no longer sit around and keep players that are just. That Luke Shaw said himself. There are quite a few players in that team that need to look at themselves and think, "Am I good enough for this Man United team? Am I good enough for this club?" Right? We need to be ruthless in the way that we get rid of players. You don't have to be malicious about it, but there needs to be action. There's no more time for any talking. We need action. Yeah.
so who would you sign? Because look,
We already got Cunha.
the lap. He said nah. He said nah.
Yeah, the lap.
He's off the Stamford Bridge.
Man got rejected by.
That's what I'm
Ipswich
saying.
today, bro. That's actually sad, man.
Who do you believe that you want to see in your squad for the next season?
If I say it, you won't even believe it. But I'll go. I want Mateus Cunha.
But he's already there, isn't it?
Yeah, and I want a striker. I've been hearing, my sources.
Man said that so.
My sources have been telling me that there's a potential swap deal for Julian Osimhen plus 33 million pound, plus 33 million. So
Okay, let me just tell you something right now. Your source is telling you lies because Napoli have just signed Jonathan David on the free. They've got Lukaku already. They've got Raspadori. They don't need another striker.
Let that sit in for a second. Man said a swap deal.
Galatasaray.
Hoyland and
They
Osimhen.
don't even play for Galatasaray.
Oh my days!
It's
I
alone now, no.
can't wait to clip that. I can't wait to clip that. I'm sorry. That is the funniest thing I've heard today.
You know, need to go for like
What source? What source are you hearing that from?
Bro,
Because I'll search him up now. Ask. I promise you, I'll search him.
I'll show you the source later.
Do you believe it?
Nah, not really.
I was gonna say.
But it's just like I was joking.
Some
right?
fake source. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Yeah. We need a 6.
Right? But you guys have got no money, so like you kind of have to be realistic. Like you're not gonna get in an Osham and he probably wants like 250 plus a week.
But it's not. I don't think it's not. When you say we have no money, it's not possible for us to have no money.
Yeah,
What I'm
100
saying,
million to spend this summer.
No, but
You spent.
you don't have money. The fact that you couldn't
We
even
gotta-
fund for.
but this is what I'm saying. Players are gonna leave. Ericsson leave. Casemiro 350k a week clears him off the wage
He's
bill.
not leaving. Who told you this?
Casemiro's leaving.
But
even if he
Yes,
leaves,
he is.
He's not going. I promise you.
He's leaving, bro. Rashford as well. For, about 35 million, maybe 40.
He's not getting sold. He's going on loan with option to buy.
And who said that to you?
And Barcelona
Fabrizio
probably
Romano
wouldn't
said
even
it,
buy him.
yeah.
Okay, and what's it? Sancho. So he's just going on loan as well, yeah.
Oh, he's gone 25 more.
25 mil. So what I'm saying is, there's players that we just have to be smart in the summer transfer window. In terms of like players I want to see, if I said them, it would be a bit unrealistic. But I'm just gonna, the positions that I'm looking for is a 6, a striker, and obviously we've got a 10 right now. That's what I'm looking for the next
Who do
season.
you get in this? I know you're going to see this guy. I know you've never worked before, and I've seen this guy play. He's not good enough. Say his name. Is his name Edison?
Yeah, man.
Nobody else seen this guy play before.
I've seen him play.
You know he played against.
Yeah, but you said you
Oh.
saw. You said you knew Dorgy before you signed him. And you
Well,
don't.
who did you see him play against?
I saw
You
him
know
play
what Serie
against.
A?
No, I saw him play against City.
Lies, man.
City.
Yeah,
City,
When?
when?
last season.
Last season, yeah.
Last season, bro.
Hey,
In the Champions League.
We can fact check it. Quick.
Fact check it then.
Cool.
In the Champions League, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
What team did he
Yeah,
play for?
Atalanta.
Atalanta.
They didn't even play City, I think.
They did.
What stage? They won the Europa League last year, bro. How did they play City in the Champions League? Bro, he's chatting, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying shit. So.
Yeah. Insane.
Honestly, if I can't really name you, to be honest. Like Wharton is so unrealistic. He's worth about 80 million. Like
You can't afford that.
They can't
no,
afford
we
that.
can't. But it's just
They can't. They can only
no.
hope. They can
If
only
we
hope.
had the Europa League, I
Yeah,
think we
he's
could
calm,
think about
innit?
that.
Yeah,
But
can't.
anyway, a 6, a 10, and a striker, and I think we can start to make some movement in the table.
Cool. Well, that has been Touchline Talk. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
I think you leave this one for me.
Listen, make sure you share to everyone. Yeah, with the next big thing. And the final word I've got for you lot, yeah, Man United are a terrible football club. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next.
66 major trophies. You can't be a
How
terrible.
much have you
football.
seen?